You think you could deceive me? You have come from Lake Town. Perhaps it is time I paid them a visit.
What have we done?
And with that, we had the ultimate setup for the next chapter of the game, which should have been, at the time, promised to be There and Back Again, but as it turned out to be, it would be Battle of the Five Armies. So, you know, the thing is that this game ended, and everybody thought that we would get DLC, which is what was promised to us back when the game released last April. So hard to believe this game has been out for almost a year now. And basically, this had the first two movies of Peter Jackson's rendition of the Hobbit. And we were promised, or told, that there would be the third movie, which did not come out until, you know, much later in the year, after this game had come out. I think it was the Five Armies, the Battle of Five Armies, whatever it may be. I'm not like the biggest Hobbit fan, or Lord of the Rings or any of that stuff, so... Anyway, be it as it may, at the time they were calling it There and Back Again, and sadly, Warner Brothers has announced that there will be no DLC. Now, keep in mind, at no point did I ever anticipate that this would be free DLC. You know, I fully expected that you know, we would have to pay for whatever they decide to put out, whatever it may cost. And, you know, unfortunately, it looks like that is something that won't be happening. And I don't know who's to blame. You know, Warner Brothers made the announcement. The announcement did not come from TT Games. So I don't know that it's necessarily their fault, but it could very well be. You know, let's be realistic here. You know, they would be the one charged with making the game, and quite frankly, they've been working on other stuff. Lego Jurassic World and Lego Marvel's The Avengers. Of course, we just had the release of Lego Batman 3. So I kind of feel like once a game is out, that's kind of it, you know? There's really no other... you know, additions other than the DLC. I feel like at this point everybody is on the you know, everybody has kind of moved on to the next kind of game, you know. So I'm not really surprised by this news, but I do think it's unfortunate, because I was actually kind of looking forward to seeing how it all played out. It's funny because I almost went to see this movie basically because I played these two games. I never actually did, but you know, I don't know. I just hate it when stuff like this happens, because, you know, I felt like when the game was released, it seemed like it was incomplete. It seemed like the whole purpose of putting out a game like this is kind of like when you put out a game like, you know, Lego Jurassic World. You know, it's going to have all 4 movies in the game, and this is only 2/3 of the story. And I understand, you know, from a lot of fans of Tolkien's books that The Hobbit is only one book, and Peter Jackson kind of found a way to stretch this into 3 movies. And some of the content definitely was stretched, if you will. So, I don't know. I just feel like maybe they have this in-between period where they needed to get a game out, and they figured 2/3 of The Hobbit was better than, you know, nothing. But there's a part of me that kind of feels like they had somewhat of a responsibility to hold back and wait until they could complete the story, you know? Like, so now what happens? Do they... I mean, I think Peter Jackson is done with the Tolkien stuff, isn't he? Is there anything... Again, I'm not a Tolkien guy. I'm not a Hobbit guy. I'm not you know, Lord of the Rings guy. So I don't really know these stories. But I think that's kind of it. We're just going to end up with an incomplete story. Which is unfortunate. I don't think anybody wanted that. But I don't even think Warner Brothers or TT wanted that. But it's clear that right now we are on to Lego Jurassic World, and then Marvel's The Avengers. So I'm interested to see what everybody thinks. I think we've all been kind of waiting for this for a while, and you know, there's been nothing about it until, you know, a very, very quick and brief, hey, this isn't happening anymore. So, you know, it's disappointing, a little frustrating even, but it is what it is. I think I would be a little bit more heartbroken if it was something that I cared more about. Like if they were saying, hey, you know, all that DLC we promised you for Lego Batman 3, we're not going to release it. It's not like they allowed anybody to pre-purchase this yet. There's no like season pass or anything like that. So I feel like it is what it is. And if I'm not mistaken, this was never a $60 game. I think it was $50, but I could be mistaken there. But in any event, I really think that it was the wrong decision to release this game without, you know, without the third book, or the third movie, I should say, as part of it. But you know, I guess that is where we are, and it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. It's too late, and I just hope everybody's not all too upset. You know, I guess there's really nothing else we can do. So let me know what you guys think. It's definitely sad news, but you know, what can you do? So I'm gonna let it land. These were my two favorite characters in the game, by the way. The little baby Smog and this necromancer guy. So anyway, no 5 Armies DLC, no There and Back DLC, even though we were set up perfectly for it, and they told us we were gonna get it. Let me know what you think. I will see you later. See ya.